is asking, are you pro Martha or anti Martha? She's obviously referring to the Baby Reindeer television show. I've been kind of wanting to do a wee bit about the Baby Reindeer TV show, but I don't want to get stalked. Do you know what I mean? It's quite terrifying. It's a terrifying show. It's the first TV show that's still playing out across the internet and daily newspapers. It's like we're witnessing a real live sequel happening in front of our eyes in real time. It's an interactive consequence that Black Mirror would make a show about people watching the show and how they react to it. So for people that don't know, so Scottish writer, actor and comedian Richard Gadd has created a monster. Or several monsters actually, there's a few monsters involved. But it's a tale about stalking that's turned the viewers into stalkers, and now the alleged stalker is claiming to have been stalked by thousands of fans and haters that have watched the show. So, no spoilers, right? No spoilers, but just a quick recap that you would see in the trailer. In case you've been on the rock for the last fortnight, Baby Reindeer has been a word-of-mouth sensation. It's a fairly low-budget comedy drama thriller. I mean, I don't mean low budget, but I mean it's number one in the Netflix charts. I don't think they were expecting it to be this successful. And a true story, or partially true story, written by Richard Gadd, he plays himself in the show. And, you know, I know people that are in the Scottish comedy scene, they talked about him, how they worked with him in the past. I think he was mainly, he did the Edinburgh Fringe shows, he was in the London comedy circuit as well. And, you know, it was just, he plays himself, he's basically not doing very well, and he's working in a bar trying to make ends meet, and then he offers a free cup of tea to Martha, who is not the real name, and his name's Donnie Dunn, who's not a real name, but apparently the rest of it is a true story, or mostly true. Only Richard knows exactly how true it all is. But after he gives Martha the cup of tea, his life kind of spirals out of control. It quickly becomes apparent that Martha is either full of pish or mentally unwell in some capacity. It starts with sort of harmless, grandiose claims, and it quickly accelerates into something more sinister. And Donnie's life descends into chaos. It's a dark watch. Trigger warnings and stuff. But it's a good watch. I liked it. I think Richard did a good job of avoiding the typical two-dimensional traits of, like, you know, the female stalker trope. And that's why you're getting people who are pro Martha, because Martha's not really been written as a 100% villain. There's a villainesque part of her character, but there's also a human in there, a vulnerable human side to there. And also I think that Richard did a good job of talking about the mistakes that he made as well. You know, there was a lot of bad life decisions involved. I don't want to give too many spoilers away. Why don't you watch it, or if you've already watched it, leave a comment below what you thought about it. But I want you to watch it with your own eyes and let me know what you thought about it. What I do want to briefly talk about is not the actual show itself, but how a tale that was seemingly warnings of the dangers of going after people obsessively with unwarranted attention seems to have turned the viewer into part of the script, so to speak. And I'll admit it, I even googled who is the real Martha and who the real Darian were myself. Curiosity got the better of me, and it was quite easy to find that the alleged real Martha appeared to be posting on Facebook about 12 times a day. And either this is the alleged Martha, or they've just made this this Facebook account to appear to be the real Martha in order to generate more people talking about the show, which would be a masterstroke of PR if that was the case. But basically, this person denies being the real Martha, denies meeting Richard Gadd, but then also admits that if she did meet him, she wouldn't fancy him, and then does admit that she bought him boxers once for one of his comedy shows. Then admits that yes, she did meet him 4 or 5 times, but it was him that was stalking her. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to tell you the name. I'm not going to tell you to find it. I'm not going to dox it. But what I would say is that I started to feel myself getting pulled into that world, and then I realised that this is exactly what the show's about. So yeah, it's mad. It's mad. I would say there can't be much doubt after reading a few of the posts that either it is the same lady that is played so perfectly by Jennifer Gunning. I think I've got that name right. She does a great job. It's terrifying, funny, and with some wild views and opinions that it just seems to mirror all the traits that are depicted in the show is on this Facebook page. Allegedly, I can't say that enough. Now, I think the posts are getting her attention that she may or may not enjoy. I can't say that she's enjoying the attention, but she's getting I think before she was only getting 2 or 3 likes, and now she's getting thousands and thousands of likes. A lot of laugh emojis, a lot of angry emojis, a lot of different people. Some people are on the side of Martha, and some people are clearly not as well. But now there's a feeding frenzy with the journalists to get the latest scoop. I mean, now newspapers are literally just quoting this public Facebook page and turning it into an entire page's news story. Which is mental. It's I mean, names in the backgrounds were meant to be changed enough for people to not find the characters, and Richard has said on record that he does not want people trying to track down the characters. That's not what the show is about, he says. But it seems like the real Martha was tracked down. Now, there's this other character, Darian. No spoiler alert once again, but Darian is one that everybody's trying to track down, and people thought they had tracked them down, but it turned out to be the wrong person. So this wrong person was outed for crimes, horrific crimes, and that person was innocent, and now Richards had to jump to that guy's defence. So it's all a bit of a mess. So yeah, people shouldn't be guessing who these people are, but it does make you curious after you've watched the show. You want to know who it is, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's they tried to change the names and stuff, but it's nothing for a TikTok true crimer. The true crime TikTok community, or the true crime YouTube community, they've tracked down one of them anyway, allegedly. And that's before you get into the actual real journalists. If there is real journalists out there, I don't know if they're still real journalists. But, aye. It's wild. I don't know what else to say in case I get stalked, man. But, yeah, I enjoyed the show. I'm not pro Martha at all. I think she was not well. But, I mean, it's mostly she's got some sort of mental illness as well. So I think people should leave her alone. And for your own sake, leave her alone. And yeah, it's just been mad watching a TV show warp the sense of reality between what is real, what's a TV show, and what is how we interact with social media, and just watching a mad TV show spill over into real life, and I actually don't know what's going to happen next. It's actually like a cliffhanger, and we're watching the sequel happen in real time in real life. But it's crazy, but good bit of writing, good bit of television. What do you guys think? She called that radio, so it's your call, and you call that radio. Give us a call, let us know what you think, or just leave a comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, Baby Reindeer. Next caller.
Radio. You call that radio?